but it's an internecine struggle between their wish to really be seen in their own sovereignty within the changing politics of the island.
Well, Stuart, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we always love getting your perspective.
It's just such a pleasure always to be with you. And thank you for honoring me with this wonderful gift of being able to speak with you today.
Of course. And there's always so much royal news going on. And I'd love to get your thoughts on William and Kate's Caribbean tour. They recently kicked it off in Belize. They showed off their dancing skills. And there was a little bit of a roadblock, with protests and things like that. But what are your overall thoughts so far?
It's going extraordinarily well. I mean, they both look so beautiful as they move around, and it reminds one of something that took place almost 70 years ago, which was the first state visit to the West Indies, as the islands were then called. Well, Bahamas is actually included in this trip, which is not technically speaking the West Indies, but we have visions of the young the young Queen Elizabeth and the young Prince Philip walking in the same way that we see William and Kate. They seem to be doing extraordinarily well. As far as the protest was concerned, looking into the news reportage, many of those dear Indigenous people on Belize, within that particular village, they have a bone of contention, we know, which is true. But it's an internecine struggle between their wish to really be seen in their own sovereignty within the changing politics of the island. So it's actually not really to do with the nature of the Commonwealth, or indeed to do with William and Kate. It's much more to do with what's taking place between them. Now, of course, that's quite complex because it's between the Indigenous people and the government of the island, which is, of course, contributed to in an affiliated way with the British Commonwealth, or it's no longer the British Commonwealth, it's called the Commonwealth. So I feel it was a bit of a distraction, but hopefully the distraction was useful for the Indigenous people because they have a genuine bone of contention.